Sometimes, okay, they're just walking. There's nothing fancy happening. Pay attention to me. Shh, over here. Thank you, Terry. The 8th graders had a situation where many of them had more quizzes or tests in one day than they can handle, okay? It's gonna happen in 8th grade, especially. It's your job as a student, A, to see that coming, and we'll do our best too if we see it happening, but B, to do something about it, okay? It's a slim chance. We might have 3 tests on the calendar, but not very many kids are going to have all 3. So if you're one of the kids that have them all, speak up. The teachers in this room are very flexible to say, hey, I think I have more happening in this one day than I can handle. But you have to do it ahead of time. We don't grant day of extensions unless something was completely out of a student's control, right? I had to go to a concert the night before. It's not completely out of your student's control. So just think about that. One of the things that we have to do to prepare you for the high school is to prepare you to be your best self-advocate. Okay? With that said, happy 4th night of Hanukkah to those of you who celebrate. And now the choir.
So can everybody hear me? Yes. All right, so we will be performing one song that you might know if you saw the movie The Greatest Showman. This song is This Is Me. It's a song that it embodies, you know, like overcoming difficulties and overpowering them and like coming out stronger than you were at the beginning. And the 6th grade is doing a really good job embodying that whenever they're singing. So we really hope that you enjoy our performance today.
They say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts.
Great job, 6th grade. Just a few more announcements that it would really benefit you to listen to. Okay. One other quick thing I want to point out to you as learning how to be in an audience, okay? You might think you're just whispering to your neighbor, but I noticed that happening in about 2 or 3 different places where people were trying to record the performance for posterity. So what's going to be louder on the video? The performance or you whispering in front of the person behind their camera? Something to think about, okay? Next, we have Secret Snowflakes coming up next week. If you're interested, or the week after, excuse me, sorry. Mr. Malcolm is going to start this process when he returns next week. If you're interested, he will let you know how you are going to sign up. This is not a joke. It's something to do if you really want to spread cheer and add positivity to someone's last week of school before break. Basically, you'll receive a secret snowflake buddy. Someone will get you 3 modest gifts. Okay, by modest, we mean modest, and he'll talk to you about what that means. The school store has stocked up a lot of small things that would be perfect for this activity, okay? If you have any questions about it, you can ask Mr. Malcolm when he comes back, okay? He will also let you know when the Survey Monkey is going to go out about whether or not you want to do it. This is kids only. Grown-ups won't have, adults and teachers aren't going to have students, and students aren't going to have adults and teachers. We get that question a lot. Okay? Winter concert, 8:45 a.m. on the 14th, concert dress. Lots of questions about, well, what about the fact that there's service after? You will be able to change after the concert. Okay? But you can't miss class to do it, so you've got to figure out a way to change, right? Get to the class if there is one in between. There's lunch in there, okay? And we can't really make it a circus, so we can think about that. So if you have a service where you need to change, it will be possible, okay? Any questions about the concert? Was that your question? Okay. We actually are gonna wait on this because I don't have the details. And for the record, green, green, blue. It's early. The academic year is early. And any last announcements from teachers? Mr. Shang.
I need a Savad, and I can't read this one. You know who you are. From Spectrum. I don't know who's first. Savad. Savad, you're first.
Savad, Ben Ford, HJ.
On Friday, we had our Spectrum gathering for LGBTQ humans and allies. We talked about what makes us unique, thought about intersectionality, thought about times we had been called names that we didn't like and how it made us feel.
Then we watched a video about kids saying, "That's so gay," and wrote, "What do you think when you hear the word gay? In what ways have you heard the word gay used? Why do you think people sometimes use the phrase, 'that's so gay'? How would you feel if someone said that's so gay about something you were doing or about something you liked? What would you do if you heard someone say that's so gay or another unacceptable remark?"
Oh, that's my name. One of the best examples that was given when we were asked what to do when you hear someone say that's so gay if they mean stupid or weird. This example was maybe you could connect to that person and tell them about friends, relatives, someone who you know who's gay, and then that way it's different than just yelling at someone saying, don't say that, because now they're connecting and they're more likely to learn because they may think, oh, I'm affecting real people instead of it's just a word. And I think that's all I got.
We were also asked how we felt about someone using gay as an insult. Personally, I felt disappointed because people's thought process about homosexuals is basically, since they are different, they are bad. Other people said it made them mad because people are so used to gays being bad that they use it as an insult. So like Benjamin said, if you witness this word being used in an insult, you can tell them how wrong it is and how they wouldn't like it if someone used their sexuality as an insult.
So I want to thank the 4 of them who volunteered to come up and write something. And hopefully we all learned. We had a very good turnout at our last Spectrum meeting. We've got another race identity and culture meeting this Friday during Mega Lunch. So this is our topic. You throw like a girl. No, really, where are you from? Can you help me with my math homework? Should you be eating that? Everyone take out their smartphones. So what we're going to be looking into is microaggressions. So they are everyday verbal, nonverbal, and environmental slights, snubs, insults, whether intentional or unintentional, which can sometimes communicate hostile or derogatory or negative messages to other people based solely on their marginalized group membership. And in a lot of these cases, these hidden messages may invalidate the group identity or experiential reality of those target people. They can demean them on a personal or a group level. They can communicate to them that they are lesser human beings, suggest they don't belong to the majority, threaten and or intimidate, or relegate them to inferior status and treatment. So we're going to be discussing these different microaggressions, possible interpretations, possible intent, impact, and again, that's going to be this Friday during Mega Lunch in Ms. Williamson's room. So if you can make it, there will be a sign-up survey.